6 last week, actually, in the qualifiers for this tournament. There's quite a bit of news around it and stories about it. It is frustrating when one of the players leaves the arena, especially after just a 15-minute interval. That frame was only 14 minutes long. They both decided they needed to leave at the same time. I do understand certain players' frustrations with that. Now's he got the cover on the red behind the yellow. Shouldn't be a problem if not. Ding can play up behind it and kick the red back down the table.
First long ball missed so far this evening, though, from Barry Hawkins, so maybe that's a sign. A little bit of pressure coming in from Ding's last big break he made. Lots goes on out there mentally. Doesn't always get picked up, as the players don't give a lot away, but you know, players' thoughts, they do change depending on what their opponent does. Lovely safety shot there from Ding. Perfect weight. So Barry has got a couple of routes back here, but it's always so much more difficult when that cue ball is glued to that baulk cushion. Make sure you hit the middle of the cue ball. Easy to put a little bit of unwanted side on. Cue ball so close. Yeah, he's made a good job of that. Good return. Again, Ding. Maybe it's just the run of the ball's just changing a fraction. Remember how he got in for that big break in the last frame? Was a little bit of good fortune of one of the baulk colours. And again, that little flick on the green. Yes, it's pushed the cue ball, so Barry can get to this red, but can't do anything with a cue ball. Yeah, that's why he refused it. So again, a little bit fortunate from Ding Junhui there.
Well, if the previous safety shot was lucky, so was that. That red shouldn't have been anywhere near that corner pocket. And to finish there, glued to the cushion, and unpottable for Barry. Very, very lucky from Ding Junhui there. Yes, he got a good cue ball, but that red shouldn't have been anywhere near that part of the table. Barry just needs to try and stay patient here. I think that's okay. Anxious looks from Barry Hawkins there. I'm not sure he can tell whether Ding can get through to this red next to the black pottable. I'm not sure. I think that's what Barry was concerned about. Ding just having a look. Goodness, that's very, very close. Not sure. These are the type of shots you can almost talk yourself into playing it. Your first reaction tends to be right. Your instinctive look tends to be correct. And you can almost kid yourself into playing this. Another excellently judged length on the cue ball, though. Again, keeping the pressure on Barry Hawkins. It can wear you down if you keep finding yourself there. That's just crept behind the brown, and the only red he can see is the one near the pocket. Well, he won't be trying to pot it, I'm sure, but it's not easy to play safe off being so close to the corner pocket. Quite an awkward little situation, this.
Foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins, 4.
Yeah, Barry may not choose to put this back. If Ding gets this shot perfectly the next time, there's no route back to baulk for Barry, so I think rightly so, playing the shot himself. See so many players just get called miss and just automatically just say yes, put it back please, but it's not always the right option. Okay, he hasn't played the shot very well, but it was the right choice. Just caught that red a little bit too thin. Behind the green was a good target. Yeah, good shot from Barry there. Took the opportunity to just develop the black and the reds around it. So a mistake now, you feel, would be a little bit more costly. A bit more pressure on the safety now. Oh, again, Ding's pushed the red close to the corner pocket, but it also, again, he's got an absolutely perfect length on the cue ball. It looks like he's covered the potting angle with that red, so he's played the killer safety here. He's got Barry in a lot of trouble now.
Yeah, and I think the thing to notice here is that, of course, he had the great break of 105 in the last frame. We said he started to look more like himself. When you see shots that just die onto the cushion like that cue ball has, it means he's hit the object ball absolutely bang where he wanted to. And when that starts to coordinate, when your alignment and sighting and strike starts to coordinate, and you start hitting the object ball perfectly, you become a very dangerous player. We might just be seeing things turn here. I think that's okay. Don't think Ding can get through to the red nearest the corner pocket. The one directly above the cue ball may pass the blue. The one on the black spot may pass the red on the cushion, but They're all difficult. Yeah, that red goes, but you have to be right behind it and play it very, very slowly. It's going to demand a lot of accuracy to pop that red from there. And he's got the problem here. If he's not playing it, he has to get rid of that red that's nearest the corner. And that's what he's done this time. Managed to miss the kiss on the yellow. And did he get the cover on the red near the corner pocket by the black? Not sure. Barry's coming round to look at the potting angle. It looks as if there's a natural path to avoid all the reds. As long as he gets somewhere close to the potting angle on this red, you can see there, the black's a bit of a guide here.
One.
Yeah, wonderful shot. Wonderful, wonderful shot. And look how he played it. Look how confidently he played it. No thoughts about missing it and playing safe up for green. Could have been easily played the shot back up to the balk end. You know, would have guaranteed to be on a colour. But played it super positively.
Yeah, if anything, he's just given himself a little bit to do here. Could have been much easier on this colour. He's going to take some cueing. Struck it nicely. If he avoids the black, he'll be ideal. Yeah, great shot. Very, very good.
Three.
Have to hit the ball really sweetly to generate that sort of power. Top spin. So a few little shots, important positional shots here for Barry. Oh, he's miscued. He was looking to get so much action on the cue ball there.
Three.
He's miscued. You don't see that very often, Sean, at this level of snooker.
No, you certainly don't. And there's a video somewhere flying around of some bad miscues over the, you know, the history of our game, and Barry's got one or two bad ones in there. He did one at the Crucible a few years ago. I think everyone was concerned he'd split his tip or something, but that was pretty bad. Just checking the tip for any damage. Of course, if the tip is damaged as a result of a shot like that, you are allowed a period of time to suspend play and fix the tip.
Spider, please, yeah.
But all things being equal, he's been quite fortunate there to not leave a red on.
Yep.
Oh, bit of a miracle, really. Oh, that cue ball somehow found its way there. Not even a straightforward safety shot here for Ding. He's even having a look at this one up into the green pocket, which is very awkward. But yeah, Barry, it's a horrible feeling for a snooker player when they strike the cue ball expecting good things to happen and you miss cue, but he may have got away with it a couple of ways here. His tip still looks in good health and he's potentially got his opponent in a bit of a pickle. Don't get me wrong, Ding would be delighted to be back at the table. It was a great chance for Barry, but just needs to be careful here. Is he sort of playing some kind of plant, hopeful plant, taking the cue ball back up to balk? No, just a containing shot. Don't blame him. So, funny little passage of play there, but no harm done for either player.
Just run through the stats here. Now we're looking at the pot success. Both players under 90%. Not great, has to be said. Although the match has, you know, picked up pace, especially with that century in the the previous frame, and that will improve for definite. Safety success still very strong from Barry Hawkins. I think that's why he's got the lead that he has. He's dominated proceedings from that point of view. Long pot success, just on the dip a little bit from Barry. He was at 100. He missed that long red, as Joe said last frame. At the end of the world. Still very strong though. Both players anxiously looking to see if Ding can now get through to this red that's closest to the corner pocket. Is there a gap between the blue and pink? Oh, there is. That'd have to go down as quite a big mistake from Barry Hawkins there to leave that red. No, that's a wide. Missed that by all sorts of distances, and that was such a great opportunity. The black spot was free, could get on the black, in the scoring area again. We know how good he is. You feel like that was a chance missed. That was 3 each staring him in the face there. A bit like the miscue of Barry Hawkins, having made a mistake like that. Barry might feel he was entitled to something a bit easier than this red across the table into the middle pocket. Of course, when he made the miscue, he didn't leave Ding anything. Ah, great shot.
One.
Great shot. He's played himself into a bit of trouble though. He can't see a colour.
Now, Sean, do you risk the slow 2-cushion cue ball right in behind the green? It's risky because if he leaves it short, he'll put himself in trouble. But if he gets it right and keeps a real tight control of this table,
I think he has to play it, doesn't he? He's already in trouble. Not difficult to find the line. It's all about pace, that shot. Doesn't want to go past the green. Leave that red to the left-hand middle pocket. So, in an ideal world, this is 2 cushions. Finish touching
Green
ball
ball
on the green. Anxious looks. He had an extra waggle of the cue there. He knew as soon as he'd hit it, that was
Barry
underpaced.
Hawkins 1 in Junhui 4.
No free ball though.
From here, yeah. Play again, please, Barry.
I think that's a good decision, because I think Barry would have got that. He would have made the adjustment second time round. So Ding using his play again. And this is arguably more trouble.
yeah, that situation there, Sean, is a bit like my golf. After I've putted, my opponent says, "Still you." Yeah, I think Barry's momentarily got himself out of a sticky situation, but Junhui just with the upper hand now. That red in between the brown and blue is the one causing the problem. That's the one you've got to take the most care over. That's the one you don't want to leave. Yeah, decent shot from Ding, but if Barry can get to the extreme edge of this red, he may play it thin. There's a line there with a cue ball. Come back down the left-hand side of the table, inside the black, back to somewhere near where he is now. All depends whether he can see the complete red he's closest to. Yeah, maybe can't get to both sides of the red, so another containing shot for Barry. Yes, okay. And that's got rid of that red, so almost back to normality in this frame.
Being very interested to see if he can get past the pink to the little triangle of reds. If he can't, he's in a bit of trouble here. He thinks he can.
Foul, miss. Barry Hawkins.
It was very tight. But he must have been able to hit it, otherwise he wouldn't have played it. And now, if these balls are replaced, these are very hard to get back in the right positions. It was such are the margins.
Yep. Okay.
This is where the referees earn their money.
Just a touch this way.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
How's this looking on the screen?
So I think they'll be okay
Just
here.
touch
Two of the
this
best
way
in the
and
business.
towards me.
Getting these balls back in the
How
right
much is it
place.
1/5 of a ball.
Okay.
Wow, this is precise, Sean. But I
Yeah.
suppose it has to be
Okay.
on a shot like this, because it is
A bit more
minute
towards me.
differences make this shot possible or not.
And now a bit this way. Maybe really tiniest touch this way. Yeah,
I think
that
that you have a
looks
look
alright.
first for whether you are happy with how much you can see of that red. You want to check? No? How is it looking, Tessie? Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Tessie.
Yeah, all things considered, made pretty light work of that. So does he attempt it again? He obviously feels he can just catch the edge. Well, you can see he can just catch the extreme edge of this. So difficult.
Foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins, 6.
Wow, has he left a free ball? I don't think so. So these will be going back.
Yeah. Okay.
A few more balls moved that time, Sean. This could take a little bit longer.
Yes, please, Desi.
Yeah, that was another revolution on the cue ball away from what we call the full house foul and a miss and a free ball. That would have been a mistake, but
Towards the ball.
this now is important
Towards
when these
half
balls go
ball.
back in the right
Towards your
place.
half ball, yeah.
Yes.
Could Ding see any of the reds?
Yes. Now the
Full
red.
ball. If
The
he
red
could,
was-
then he's going to get warned and he'll have to find
The
a different
red
shot to
that's
play.
next to the pink goes this way, half ball. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did he touch the brown? He didn't, did he?
Brown is maybe,
He touched the brown there.
yeah,
Yeah.
this way. Let me have a look now. Yeah, now looks good.
It wasn't much, was it?
And
I think you can see one of these
How's
reds
it looking?
that's on the
Perfect.
back cushion near the
Could you have a
corner
look first,
pocket.
please?
I think you can see one of those full.
Yeah, Barry. Ding, it's your third attempt. The full face contact is available. I have to call him this time. You're going to lose the frame.
Warning delivered. And so a change of shot from Ding Junhui. I'm in that club, Joe, of players that have lost a frame through the 3 misses and you're out rule. Have you ever done it?
I haven't done it, but I've been rewarded a frame from someone doing it against me, which was very, very well appreciated. It's not nice for the player, obviously, but I think it's a good rule, all in all. You know, I think if you can see a ball on, we could have been there all day, couldn't we? Ding just trying to catch that extreme edge.
Yeah, I must admit though, I think the miss rule as a discussion point these days is actually starting to work against what it was brought in to achieve. You know, it's actually always been in the game. If the referee historically felt that the player hadn't made a good enough attempt, they could always call a miss. It just didn't happen very, very often. It came back in the early 90s as a rule. You know, if you could see the ball on or whatever. But it was brought in to stop the deliberate fouls that were happening, the professional foul, if you like, where a player, you know, made it look as if they'd tried to escape from a snooker. It was designed to stop that. But I think what it's actually encouraged is players to play that super fine safety shot. They know they can have a go at that shot and they'll just be penalised the 4 points. They're going to get another go at it. And I think it may have actually maybe time to reconsider that rule. I think it's actually started to promote what it actually was brought in to extinguish.
Yeah, fair point. I think all sports move with times, don't they? You know, it's always a talking point, the miss rule. Some people agree, some disagree, but
One.
But Ding's misses didn't prove to be too costly, did they? Because he's the one at the table potting balls. It was a decent opportunity for Barry Hawkins. He completely misjudged the potting angle on the red. He missed it by quite some margin. So after that long bout of safety, it's Ding who's in amongst them with the best chance. Looking to press on after the century in the last frame.
Nine.
Yeah, and this is a nice chance now, especially once he moves the red closest to the right corner. He may not play it straight away, but he will be playing it pretty soon. That red is the one stopping the black from potting into both corners. played on it straight away as I expected. Being the great classy break builder he is, he likes
16.
the black available into both corners. And once that's done, no reason why he can't go on and compile another big break here.
17. $22.
I'm not sure he played on the plant, if it is indeed a plant. He's let the cue ball go there, a very unding-like shot. We've been talking about how good he is with the cue ball, and that was a poor one.
$23.
Excellent shot. Never left the heart of the pocket, did it? I just wonder whether he might play a little cannon to the little triangle of three reds, just as they'll act as a little stopper. You have to get a lot of backspin on the cue ball to avoid them. Yeah, just use them as a bit of a cushion, and that's worked out really nicely.
28.
Just get the sense with Ding that certainly with the last frame, I just feel like he's gone up a level since the interval. Whatever he found on the practice table, if indeed he went to it, seems to have worked. Looks a different player.
$29. $35.
You can see the stat at the bottom of the screen. Total points almost level now.
36.
It just tells you the story since the interval. Barrier's in the lead in that stat by over 100 points. When the players went off for their mid-session, and things pretty much dominated the opening two frames so far. But again, not Ding-like at all, that shot. Woefully short of where he
41.
wanted to be. Wanted to be on the red, sort of directly below the pink. So he's a good foot, 18 inches out from his position there. He just give himself a little something to do here. Not just the pot, he's got to control the cue ball.
$42.
Yeah, that was the trouble. Again, so not ideal. It was a decent pot that needed lots of attention. Let's just let the cue ball run, so difficult pot here on the black into a blind pocket. Quite easy to misjudge these. But no, that's straight in the middle. He's definitely upped his game, like Sean said. He's still not absolutely immaculate as we've seen him in the past, but the recovery pots are going in and he's getting stronger by the frame.
49. $50. 56.
So 40 points the lead, so he still needs 2 reds with reasonably high value colours to seal this frame.
$57.
And it's just about top side of the blue, but this positional shot needs to be played perfectly. You want to get very close to whichever red he plays for here to make it as easy a pot as possible. Always missable when balls are close to cushions. Oh, he's played for a cannon. He's got it all wrong. Just rubbing his head there. He can't believe he's missed that cannon.
62.
It was quite a big target, actually, if he was playing for red and black. So it's been a nice visit, but not enough. 46 the lead, 59 still available.
Then Junhui 62.
Yeah, so a nice break there, but an even nicer safety shot to end the break. Perfect length again on the cue ball. He's had Barry up there most of the night, it seems, when he's played safe. And Barry catching that a bit too thin. It's just so hard to judge when you're under that baulk cushion all the time. It's so difficult to play from there. No real damage done. Ding's going to do everything he can to leave that red on the side cushion. I'm sure he doesn't want to move that at all. That's a safe ball. And Barry being a left-hander, he'd need the rest to play that shot. So that red over on the side cushion can stay there all night. And that's really the only ball that's keeping Ding in this frame. I know his 46-point lead will count for nothing. I'm not sure about this. Yeah, I couldn't agree with that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that was the insurance ball, wasn't it? But I think he was worried about pushing a red over this left corner. It looks like on the back of that shot from Barry, it was the right choice. He's forced the opening. Three out of 3 so far with a rest, so competent rest player. Expect him to get this one.
One.
Yeah, safely in. Nicely on the pink. So just this routine pink then to make the comeback complete. You'd like to see this red go in though, just to stop Barry coming back to the table. And this, you have to say, it's been good stuff from Ding Junhui since the interval.
8. $15. 16.
You can see frame time approaching 40 minutes. Just goes to show how hard fought this has been. Lots of good safety. You wouldn't expect these two to play many 40-minute frames, but sometimes the balls decide how a frame of snooker plays out. Not nice 40-minute frames, but always much nicer when you're the victor.
31. 33. 36. $40. 45. 51.
It doesn't matter
One
about
of
the
the
black,
frames,
so
Junhui.
breaks of 62 and 51 in that frame for Ding Junhui to make the comeback complete. He's levelled